All right, I'm live. I was trying to get my phone a little charged up. I'm cooking, cooking, cooking. That's what I'm doing today. All right. I was like, might as well go live. Why not? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, future listeners. I am making a whole bunch of stuff. Let me read the menu. So I did this on StreamYard. I'll take the what you call it? I'll take that off in a little bit. The uh the screen. I'm gonna clean this counter first. So I am making Moroccan fish with peppers. I'm gonna make Greek potatoes, shredded chicken, pita, rice and herbs, tabbouleh. That's gonna be interesting. I've never made tabbouleh before. And Persian salad and spicy meatballs. I got a lot on my list. Whole lot of stuff to make. A lot of ingredients. I'm excited. I haven't cooked in like 3 days. I've been busy over the weekend, so I got to make up for it. That's what I'm up to. But anyhow, so I got herbs outside, so I've been trying to cut my herbs and stuff. Okay, I don't really have a lot of dishes to do. I've been putting stuff in the dishwasher as I go. I do need to make some tea. I need some tea up in this house, so I'll do that. But anyhow, I will start off by talking about what inspired me to talk about this. The thing that inspired me to talk about this is the fact that, and this is a open stream, so anybody who wants to talk can pull up. You can pull up and give your perspective. I'm gonna put on my cooking apron. These dudes is funny though. Yeah, I done got a couple of people know I cook, like that's a big deal. And I've had a couple of people make cooking jokes. I thought that was I think it's cute. I think it's funny. These dudes act like women don't cook. Y'all don't know enough women. That's all. Women cook all the time. All these accusations, these false accusations against women. They don't cook anymore. We got to make a big deal. Y'all need to socialize and get out, maybe. Meet some new people. Expand your damn horizons. Okay. I'm putting on my, excuse me, putting on my apron. Getting ready to cook. I'm going to cook. Oh, I have a guest. Let me see who that is. Oh, a Brownsburg. Add to the stage. What's up, Bronze?
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Bronzebird is here, the king.
What's up? What's going on? I'm gonna take this off of the
So
audio
you
because I just
you said something
go
about
ahead.
women not cooking. What was it that the allegations that was made?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. The allegations that was made, it was funny because I've been fooling around over there with let me turn up the volume, make sure I can be heard. I was fooling around over there with Reg and them, and it was funny because a couple of the dudes they started making those what do you call it? Hold on, let me take this off of. Hold on, because I don't want this damn stupid ass sound to start acting up. It does that when I talk to somebody. Let me take off the Bluetooth. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I should be able to be heard. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Nah, I was saying that it's like I feel like dudes is making it like big deal. Like they're not used to seeing women cook because I was over there messing with Reg and that crazy ass crew, and I kept catching cooking jokes. They was joking like making cooking jokes on it. Like it's a big deal. Like they don't never see no women cook.
Yeah, women of today don't cook.
Are you serious?
Yeah, women of today don't cook. It's a lot of orders that's being made when you the sugar daddies between the sugar daddies that's just paying for their meals, fucking sense. And then the women that don't care to cook, you know what I'm saying, and getting their DoorDash, they be like, oh, then they could barely even scramble an egg, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, women of today don't cook. You know that they don't care about cooking, they don't care about making food, especially for the men's. So yeah, it's quiet out in these streets, you heard?
So are you saying these are single women that don't cook and they can cook, or these are women who are in relationships with men, daily relationships with men, and they don't cook for those men? What are you saying?
Both. I've seen both sides. Um, they rather have that DoorDash of McDonald's than sitting down and making a burger themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Putting cheese and all that other stuff, taking time to make the food. They don't like to do that. That's why they hated on Cooking with Kaya, for example. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a sad world we live in with modern day women. Um,
There you go.
it is what it is, though. You know what I mean?
He
I
said it's
wouldn't want
a
that. I
sad
wouldn't.
day.
I wouldn't want that for my unborn sons. All right.
Wow, y'all really carrying this narrative real serious.
It's crazy.
I just wonder, is there any teeth to it though?
Is it any what?
Are there any teeth to it? Is that real? I'm just
Well,
trying
I
to.
mean, obviously there's no teeth to it if there's no mouths that's going on the food that if they're not cooking. So if there is no teeth to it.
You know what I'm saying? Is there any foundation? Like I mean, what is it based on? Is it based on perception? Like a couple of men who know a couple of women, and
Feminism.
they just pick women that don't cook? I mean, what actually is it?
Feminism.
Huh?
Feminism.
Oh, here we go with that. Lord have mercy, not the feminism.
So it's one of those sort of things where it's just like it has affected the frontal cortex or whatever it is, the frontal lobe of the woman's mind, where she's just like, yo, I don't feel like cooking. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yo, I work too much. I work all day. It's like, I'd be like, bitch, you don't do nothing but be an administrative assistant. So
Oh,
I mean, at the end of the day, you're not really doing anything for 8 hours, just sitting there crunching numbers at the desk. Like you're not really doing anything. And then you come home and you say, yo, I don't feel like cooking. You know what I'm saying? The only thing your ass like to eat is cereal and have your little ramen noodle soup. You understand? So that just happened. So feminism has affected the woman's mind and she does not like cooking. So that's why I stay with it. That's why a lot of them hate on women that decide to get in the kitchen and cook on YouTube. You understand? And TikTok and Instagram, whatever the hell platform it is.
well, most of the chicks that's cooking online, let me be honest, they really doing it because they want to build a brand. Because
Hell yeah.
those dudes feel like you feel, and other dudes say
Hell
they
yeah.
feel.
I'm all
But
for it.
uh huh.
I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, I told him my top favorite is Cooking with Kaya. You know what I mean? You gotta love it. And by the way, I just want to say this randomly.
Uh,
That dude that she was going out with fumbled hard. He's a fucking idiot. Like they had to break up, and I said, this guy is a dumbass for breaking up with Cooking with Kaya. Like,
oh,
what
I
the
don't know.
fuck is?
Who is
Yeah,
it? I don't know. So what are you saying? Cooking with Kaya, she had a dude that she was actually dating, like
she had
solo.
a whole boyfriend.
And what did he do? What did he do wrong?
He's an idiot because he started calling. He said there was a situation at that streamers university jump off. I guess she danced. She was like dancing at a party or some shit. And he sat up there and said that she's a whore, she's a hoe, and this, that, and the
What?
third. And just going back and forth, which is not manly enough. It's not manly as shit. I don't believe in airing out people's business. Um, the thing about it is like Kukulkai was just like saying that there was complications in the relationship because he wanted to stream, he wanted to do this and wanted to do that, and she was like, "I just want you to be established." That's support. That's real shit. When a woman wants to hold you down because they see your potential and you fuck that up, you stupid.
So are you saying that he basically kind of was uh antagonizing her publicly?
Yeah,
Wow, that's not good.
yeah, and just call her a hoe and call all these names out the book, and she had to explain her side of the story, and she didn't really want to. She was like, I don't really want to talk about my relationship, but it's just the fact of the matter. Like, I was trying to help you get established with what you wanted to do with your life as a streamer. You know what I mean? And that's where you find wholesome women. That see, women like that gives us hope in society, because the
Oh
women
no,
you roll around with is godforsaken horrible. Um,
I'm raggedy too. I'm
yeah,
raggedy too.
you're real ratchet, man. We know this. You're real fucking ratchet.
Look, Raj, you think I'm raggedy?
Fucking raggedy, man.
I am raggedy. I mean, I'm raggedy intentionally. You know what I'm saying? My life has been too clean and too plain and too boring. So yes, I'm doing it intentional. Yes, I'm raggedy.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that, because I mean, I don't like prudes. You know what I mean? This is, the ones that be too prude. It's like, yo, live a little. That's why.
Right.
That's why I took back what I said about you with being a troll. I thought I couldn't stand your ass, but then I was just like, yo, I like May, because May is gonna sit up there and gat at a motherfucker. And when you started sit up there saying you're going on trolling missions, low key, I said, all right, I'm with the shits. Troll meets troll.
Exactly. Gotta have a little fun out here, you know? Gotta have it.
Who the
Gotta
fuck is
have it.
this in the back?
Huh?
See somebody in a private chat named Mister.
What'd you say?
Somebody in the back named Mister.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't see nobody.
There's something in private chat that says, whore, clean your fucking house and mind your damn business. That's what it says in the private chat.
Oh wow. I welcome it. Would you like to pull up whoever you are?
Mister, you can pull up, Mister. I don't know if somebody isn't
Not
giving.
Mister. It's not Mister. It's not him. I know him. We're cool.
No, I just, like I said, it's just somebody in a private chat. I don't know who that is.
Do y'all, whoever that is, do y'all want to come up?
Whatever.
I hate
They
cowards.
just typed it like a minute ago, but
Oh
you know
shoot. I like a good cussing. I tried to get what's his name to cuss me out yesterday. He didn't do a good job.
who?
Warren?
How do you
You know
spell his name?
Warren, the one who got
Warren?
married on a YouTube marriage.
Oh, the YouTube married motherfucker. I think I'm familiar with Warren, but I don't stay around with Big J likes to say the Chitlin Circuit.
Oh, the Chitlin
I
Circuit.
don't be staying around in the Chitlin Circuit. I just be around random places. I actually took a break off of YouTube this weekend. But I was just like, yo, so Warren tried to cuss you out. He was just like, you whore, you bitch. Is that what he said?
Well, he didn't do a good job. He couldn't really get himself going because he couldn't get mad enough. What happened was he's been harassing Gabe. You know, Gabe is my bougie counterpart.
Yeah.
And so only thing I said, I'm not one to just go all in and get mad and talk crazy and be for real. I'm kind of silly. And I think it's all a clown show. I don't take nothing too serious.
Nah, you're not supposed
So the
to.
only thing I did is I just said we had been laughing and having a good time picking at Jalen, And
Why do y'all do
huh,
that?
what?
You got to, you really, like, y'all love getting at Jalen.
Nope, that's not actually what happened.
Okay, what happened?
I've never gotten at Jalen. What I did is I said, Jalen, listen, you need a job. And the reason why I tell him he needs a job is because I feel like he's coming online and he's making a fool out of himself, you know?
Mhm.
And I don't think that's a good thing. And so I put on my name or whatever. You know, when you go up, you gotta name yourself.
Yeah.
I put on there and made a Tink Tink Whisperer. And so when I went on the channel, it was on Soul Provider. I said, hey Jalen, I said, I just want to help you out. I want to talk to you. I need you to, think about getting a job. I was trying to do an intervention, something really productive. I've only said the same thing to him all the time, which is Jalen, you need a job. Because
Right.
you need something to focus on. Every man needs a mission, even if you special needs. You need a mission.
Right.
And I never say the word special needs to him, but he clammed up. Now he didn't went and talk to Cynthia G, believe it or not.
Which
He
was
went and
horrible.
talked to Cynthia G, huh?
Yeah, I watched that shit.
So you can go talk to Cynthia G, who is a woman who is, I would call a femcel, who's highly antagonistic and
Right.
angry at all black men and blames them for the whole world being wrong. But when Miss May comes and tries to, as a teacher, just say, hey, brother, don't you think you need to get a job? Like, for real, I'm sincere. And he just clammed up. He didn't really want to talk. I said, how you going to want to talk to Cynthia G, but you don't want to talk to Miss May? I'm just a regular person. Come on now. So I went up there to talk to him to do an intervention, just to encourage him.
Mhm.
Maybe you should do this instead of that. But in the process of all of that, Warren came up there and he started going in on Gabe. And I was laughing, you know, with Jalen and all them on the panel. But at the end of it, I said to Warren, I said, hey, man, you know what? My advice to you is to get rid of that green-eyed monster that's riding your back. And he didn't know what I was talking about. And I think he probably got mad because he ain't never heard of a green-eyed monster. And somebody in the panel said, oh, that means jealousy. That's exactly what I meant. Oh, shit. What you mean you talking shit, bitch? You know, and I ended up dropping off because my phone fell off. Got a call. And so yesterday on Reg, he came in the chat and started talking crap. So he wanted to follow up. You know how people follow up. After they get started, they still mad. And I told him, I said, listen, one thing about it, I don't believe in running from emotions. If you mad, just go ahead and come up here and cuss me out real good. Get it out your system. You angry about it. So when he came up, he just didn't have no smoke for me. He was going off in the chat. But when he got on the panel, it was just like, dude. And I was so ready.
He pussied out.
Huh?
He pussied out.
I wouldn't say he pussied out. He just, only thing he wanted to do is
No.
demand to know, why am I jealous of Gabe? That's all he really wanted to talk about. But I was like, put some adjectives on that bitch. Cuss me out good. Get it out your system. But he just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Be like, man, man, your marriage ain't real. Your man gonna leave you for another woman and blah blah blah. Like, you know, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get disrespectful. But if you talk the shit in the chat when you just chilling in the chat, it's like, come on, son. You got to put some stank on it. You know what I mean? Be disrespectful. He didn't put no stank on it. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, man. These dudes don't really want the smoke. You gotta be disrespectful. Be like, yo, your kids don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that the only reason your man married you is because of blah blah blah. Like, you gotta get real disrespectful. You ain't trying to do that, but you was talking shit in the chat. C-A-P. Cap. C-A-P. Cap.
Right. You gotta give me a thorough cuss. Man, I was ready. I wanted him to show out. I've seen him do it before. He capable now. Don't discount the brother.
No, I've seen Warren in action. I've seen Warren in action.
Okay. You know.
Yeah, I've seen Warren in action. So I'm aware. But, you know. Oh, by the way, I know I'm about to switch off just real quick. So I wanted to tell you that FemCell video you did was spot fucking on. I was listening and I was just like, yo, May is cooking. I was like, yo, it's like that shit, because that shit is true. It's the whole thing about fucking FemCells. It just be like, I be online and I be like, what kind of woman can really sit online all day long or go on somebody's stream and type a whole fucking paragraph about how black men ain't this and men ain't that and men ain't that and blah blah blah, and then it's just like, okay, so why don't you become a lesbian? For years, right. I remember I used to be that nigga to go on people's streams and say that. I ain't gonna lie, because it was still me trolling. I would just do it for fun. I forgot how did I fucking first start off?
But no, you're right. Make a decision, right?
Make a decision.
Pick a team.
I remember it was this one chick that was like, I think she was like black. Her baby father was Puerto Rican. And she used to be on British Girl stream before she left. And Shorty used to be talking about, well, black men ain't worth it, and black men this, that, and third. They leave the mothers and this, that, and third. And I said, yo, you just got dicked down by a Puerto Rican man, and that nigga left you, and you sit up there talking about that's your baby father. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how you got vitriol for black men, but you stay on panels with, you know, a fucking British chick from overseas sitting up there talking about advocating for black American men? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? Another time, I know you know Tyranny, right?
No, I don't know who Tyranny is. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Okay. Tyranny is one of those like black girls on YouTube that's kind of like whole black men accountable thing, but she's trying to say that she's talking to women. I find it bullshit. I don't think she's a femcel, but you know, there's this woman that's in her chat that would just be saying mad shit about black men. Would stay in the chat the whole entire time. And then when the stream gets done, you see this motherfucker write a whole fucking book report about how black men ain't shit. And I think that shit is wild. Like, all this vitriol y'all have for men, it be so fucking one-sided, because it's just like, okay, I understand black men, we need a lot of work. You feel what I'm saying? We got a lot of shit that we need to work on. I will never say we don't, right? But the thing about it is, you spending your precious time online and you sitting up there going from stream to stream with the same narrative. That tells me two things. Either
Right.
you really got heartbroken in your relationship, or you ain't getting no dick right now. Like that's what it's telling me every time I
think
see
it's
that.
loneliness. I think it's suffering and loneliness, and they don't know how to address the suffering and loneliness. You know what I'm saying? They suffering.
Because look, listen, I know for sure you could probably tell, or you could probably infer that I'm an incel if I spend my time going at women all day long and sitting up there saying, yeah, women are no good and blah blah blah. You'd be like, Bronsberg, you got a job? You good? Like you all right? Like
Right,
you would
right.
call me out and I'd be like, you know what, man, all right, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. These people online really be showing who the fuck they are. It's a projection. So I just be peeping. I'd be like, yo, you was right. I was like, yo, a lot of these people online are femcells. It's giving femcell energy because it don't make any sense. You spend that
Right.
much time trying to correlate and find little articles or, try to create a confirmation bias type content to really say men ain't shit. And it's like, nah, yo, like that shit crazy. And then on the men's side, like dudes like Jalen, I think dudes like Jalen is just followers. They go off of what they see and inspires them, and then they make content off of it. But
Yeah. But see, the thing is, the femcell and nobody wants to call out the femcell. That's my issue.
I try to, but obviously I
everybody
get
tries to give
gaslit.
women a pass. No, she's just angry, or she's just telling the truth. Everybody wants to give women a pass, but the reality is, you got femcells who are females who have, I got into some kind of on Reg's channel a little bit of an argument with a group of what do you call them? I forgot the name of them. The Viper Pit. So I got into it was a fun argument. It wasn't like antagonism.
Yeah.
But I was talking about Pearl's an incel. I was making my point.
Remember that?
Not like that. It was a couple of coons I didn't know was over there.
Oh, Coon Barrage.
Alert. Huh?
Oh, it's Coon Barrage when it comes to Pearl.
Right. And so they wasn't feeling it. I thought they was gonna try to hear me out, but they was just like, nah, you ain't gonna take Pearl down. No, by any means.
Nah, she deserve it. She deserve it.
If they look at what Pearl has done to black men, how could they not see it?
But that is the thing. This is the thing. This is what okay. May, you mind if I take you through history a little bit?
Go ahead. Got it.
So I remember that whole entire thing blew up with Pearl. I forgot exactly when. I remember, what's his name? Obsidian had a stream where he had people call in to talk to Pearl.
Right.
And when I tell you it was Coon Central, it was Coon Central, right? And also, back in the day, I think when the Manosphere was still popping or whatever, who was on the stream. That chick JX was on the stream, and she was like, well, I'm trying to make an understanding. And I heard how the black men was, and I'm like, y'all niggas just believe anything that these women are saying. I said, you know how many times I called out JX for the bullshit she be saying, and I got fucking blocked in the chat?
JX.
Jessica, the little British chick that used to be around. I was like, I used to call ass out on so many things. I'm like, you full of shit. Don't sit here and lie to me and tell me you would go out with a man. Like, for example, the whole 6-figure thing. I'm like, stop lying like you would date a man regardless of financial status. You would date a man because of financial status. Don't bullshit me. I know. You ain't going to date no broke ass dude. Like, don't lie. You know what I mean? So right. The whole thing that happened with Pearl, I forgot exactly what the situation was. But when I seen those dudes hop on the stream, they be like, don't worry about what these niggas say. You can say whatever you want to say, baby girl. And I was like, I thought I was trying to give an excuse that black men really don't be caping for white women, but they really fucking do.
Yeah.
I thought, I was trying to be a damsel in distress and think that what I'm saying, I'm like, nah, they don't really do that. But I said, when I watched that shit with Obsidian, I said, y'all niggas is really caping for white women like crazy. And I said, Pearl, of all people.
Right.
Pearl, are you serious? That chick is a fucking femcell to the hardest core, fam. Like, man, how you caping that hard?
Thank God you see it.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people see when we had the conversation a while back. I remember when Big J was on here a couple of weeks ago when Sister George and Wrestling was on here. they are very misconstrued about what my views is because they keep saying, yo, I mean, I think sometimes they joke it, but they really think I'm like Bronzebird is gunned down like Manosphere. I said I'm not. I don't even announce myself as Manosphere anymore. I don't like the Manosphere. So it's like, yo, it's about understanding how the fuck y'all move. Y'all be giving these femcells credit. And then at the same time, you spending your time trying to argue with a femcell like Cynthia G. I said, for what? What is Cynthia G is a long lost loser. You can't, this is the thing. Femcells project because they say all these
Hold on,
different
look at
things.
my fish real quick.
Huh?
You see it? Look at my fish real quick.
Ooh, what type of fish is that?
It's Moroccan.
Ooh, I like how you season that up though.
Thank you.
That shit is lit. What you having that with?
Huh?
What's the side you having with the fish?
Oh, I didn't read the menu. Damn.
Menu?
Okay.
I thought you cooking it for you.
Here's the menu. Moroccan fish with peppers, Greek potatoes, they're baked, shredded chicken pita, rice and herbs, tabbouleh, Persian salad, and spicy meatballs.
What is this menu for? Is this just for the house or what is it for?
Yeah, for the next couple of days. My husband don't like to eat the same meal more than once. So you try to cook 3 things.
God bless. I like that. I like that you just correlated to having menu. See, this is what a trad wife is about. Okay, man, you be a trad wife. You be a trad wife. You heard? You be a trad wife. Show was good. All right. My fault. I was trying to say, like, it should be rejections, man. I forget. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me.
No, you were saying that Pearl is getting a pass, and people don't want to see that.
Yeah, she is. I mean, didn't people address her about how there was a situation with her ex-boyfriend, and about how she it was like I think a DV case or something happened between them and stuff like that, and it got swept under the rug.
It was the black coach. She set him up. She tried to set him up to make it look like he was a potential child molester.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was. What is the word? What is that word when you set somebody up to molest them later?
Oh, I don't know. First thing that came to thought
It's
was
like
a pedo, but it's not.
molding. It's some kind of
grooming. He's grooming.
Yeah, she tried to pretend. So what happened was she bridged conversations that were inappropriate with him. She did that. So she would ask him, do you think I'm attractive? Because boys my age don't think I'm attractive. Do you think, look at my booty? She was inviting him to something. And she was doing that like, oh, you're my mentor. You're a man. I can get your opinion. But what she did is she ended up weaponizing those conversations later on. She tried to act like he was the one who brought up those conversations. She tried to quote, and I don't know how much she lied and said, he said, he may have said, listen, I don't feel comfortable. But at least she told people, to the public that he was like, yeah, like he was giving her confirmation. You're attractive. Your butt's okay. You're all right. You'll fill out. You'll bloom. We don't know if the man said that. He might have said, I'm a professional and I don't feel like going there. But that's not we don't know. We just know what she told people to make herself a victim. So she went on to college.
I remember now. Yeah, I remember now. I remember what happened. Yeah, I remember the whole thing about the coach. Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact of the matter, like, how did you bounce back from that?
She got him fired.
Yeah, she did. I remember. She got him fired. And I think that's the reason. I think that's part of the reason Obsidian tried to have that conversation. And the rest of these coon ass niggas went on there and was sitting up there trying to be like, well, it's okay. You have your opinion at the end of the day, baby girl. It was like, nigga, really? Like I sat back and I was so disappointed. I said, I can't believe these niggas is gonna sit here and vouch for that. And a lot of times I'm like, if y'all the dudes that is in the talking points with the manosphere, you know that women are very capable of shaping things into their narrative.
Fuck yeah.
And you gonna sit there and ride out for Pearl because she's a white girl? I mean, at least give us an attractive white girl to do that shit. The bitch look like I forgot the character.
You seen a
nah, she reminds me. She reminds me of that fucking monster from the Goonies.
Oh damn!
The motherfucker that ate the Snickers bar.
What did he say? He had some shit he used to say, Rocky Road.
That's
Rocky
I
Road.
used to always say that about. I used to say that about Pearl. I said she reminds me of that motherfucker. Like, I used to. It's like, yeah, she looked like the motherfucker from the Goonies. Like the fuck. Like it was a. I said I'd rather. No, I'm not saying that I would cape because I say that I call her ass out too. But I mean, a little attractive woman that's for men, like Ray. I think Ray Brandt or something like that. I forgot her name. I was just watching a video the other day. But Ray Brandt. I mean, go for women. At least it would be understandable. You going to cape for that, but you cape for Pearl. Like, what is so special about Pearl? She's awkward.
Pearl is a femcel. She's a femcel, and her friend came online and she said that out of all the experiences they had, growing up, boys never liked Pearl. That's what they said. That's a fact. All of them got married and she didn't. Nobody wanted it. She had a real struggle with boys. And we're talking about in her own. So as a white woman, she fails. Let me say that. Let me see who's on the guest. Hold on. Who is that?
Who the fuck is Deep Throw? Man is a dirty hag. What the fuck?
It's a couple of people that are angry. Let me just tell you, Mr. Rucker has been on a mission. Mr. Rucker has been kicking asses and taking names, and so I guess they're trying to mess with me because I'm an affiliate. You know
Oh,
what the Rumbles do. The Rumble Rebels do. You know how to get down. So
I haven't seen him. I think his channel got deleted. I haven't seen him.
yeah, but
Damn.
he got locals. He's everywhere. He you know when they started messing with him, he went.
Nate
When I
started
say
messing with
viral,
Mr. Rucker.
huh?
You said, wait, Nate started messing with Mr. Rucker?
No, I said when they.
Oh,
I'm just
my
gonna
fault.
say they.
Oh,
When
my
they
fault.
started messing with Mr. Rucker, he went viral. So he fixed their ass because what he ended up doing is getting social media across every platform you can think of. He don't die, he multiply, okay?
I love that.
He
I
on
love
everything.
that.
He
I
on
love
everything.
that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never silence him because he's on everything. He on shit that I ain't even heard of before. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And one thing about Mr. Rucker, he stand on business. Shout outs to you, bro. You know what
Hell
I mean?
yeah.
You
Hell
stand on
yeah.
business.
He does. I like Mr. Rucker.
Yeah, I
I
fuck with
respect
Mr. Rucker. Cool people.
him.
But
So
yeah, go ahead.
so yeah, what it is that Mr. Rucker, he's getting married. I think you know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made a couple of streams about it. And apparently, I'm not saying no names, we're not gonna say no names, but there's some femcels that's mad about that. Because
I
it's a
know
black
who.
woman,
I know who.
it's a sick black woman that he's marrying. And it's just killing them. It's killing them, man. They can't take it.
No,
He's
I know who
defining
you're
the
talking about.
stereotype.
That low life fin cell. I know who the hell you talking about.
Yeah, they mad.
I'm just reporting the news.
Right, there you go. There you go. That's it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, you
Like,
nasty as fuck.
yeah, I as soon as you said, I was like, I know exactly who the fuck. I was like, yeah, that person is a femcel for sure. The fuck? I think
Yeah.
they got their heart broken by a red pillar.
I heard. I want to know the history though. I want to know the history because my thing is, if you've always been this whole feminist, I wouldn't even call it feminist, just mad with men. If you've always just been mad with men, how did you even get with a MGTOW dude? How does that happen?
That's the thing I'm trying to understand because back then, I was just like looking at the page and constantly, they would have trolls in a chat. And when I found out that they used to have a relationship with a MGTOW dude, I was just like, wait a minute, how does that even go? Because you're like fake anti-manosphere, but then you say you're man, you're for manosphere, but then you're not. Like I don't
There it
like
is.
it's like you're a troll. And you said that you are a troll, and then you went out with a MGTOW dude, and that MGTOW dude, his rhetoric is kind of like, well, women this, women that. So I'm like, okay, how the fuck do you guys like fell into infatuation? Like, how the fuck did that work? Kind of concerning. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
I think it's the stage before it's time to get a cat. That's what I think.
And that's what the title of your show. Yeah, that's the title of your show. It reminds me of somebody else too. like it reminds me of you know JP, right? Jay Prince,
Yeah.
when he married old girl.
Uh-huh. I don't know who
That
the lady is. I heard her name is it Flora?
yeah, Flora. Like for example, that
I
shit
don't
didn't
know
make
her.
any
I've never
sense to
seen
me.
her. I'm listening.
Yeah, that shit didn't make any sense to me because I'm like, if you are the same type that say women this and women that, she's also replying by saying, "Oh, black men are bandits and black men, black men, da da da, y'all ain't shit and blah blah blah." And it's like, well, how the fuck are y'all relationship is not gonna last because y'all have two polar opposite views about each other. You feel me?
Right.
So that shit don't make no sense. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, you can say opposites attract, but do they necessarily attract? Not really. Because
Well,
y'all
the thing
views are
is that
skewed.
is that even an authentic opinion, or is that just bitterness talking? You see what I'm saying?
It's bit
Really?
I don't know. But you know what, man? Before, you know, because it's right. You say, is it time for a cat, right? So the thing about it, I think about it is, I think it's bitterness, and they find it is bitterness converted into talking on a soapbox. And when you talk on a soapbox, you find your audience. So that's how you start getting your views to talk the shit that you're saying. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? And now what you see is a bitter. I ain't gonna even because that girl ain't even middle age. She ain't even middle age yet. She's still like young. I think she in her 30s. Like Shorty sitting up there going after Mr. Rucker and getting and sitting up there talking about, I'm just reporting in the news. It's like, nah, you hiding a lot and you trying to be like, you know, very secretive, but it's like dudes already know you're foul and you make yourself look like a loser. You feel what I'm saying? But
They
then
don't
at the
do
same
that.
time, you bragging about you for years. You was bragging about your shape online and about how many dudes be complimenting you and finding you attractive and beautiful and this, that, and the third. And it got with two clowns that sit up there rolling around and accepting y'all bullshit. Like yo, like it's like watching paint dry. Like this shit is crazy. I swear to God. Yo, mate, are you there? Oh shit. Just saying, y'all, pay attention. Pay attention. Man, he went off screen. Hold on. It's all right. You heard? It's all right. I feel y'all. I'm just doing something real quick. Okay. You're in the mind of Brownsburg. We sitting here talking. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, hey, you there?
Okay, Bronze, can you hear me?
Yeah. You got it. You good now? You can hear me?
Let me see here. Settings. Okay, audio. What in the hell? Okay, the audio is there. Guest. Okay, Bronze, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bronze, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me try to read.
Technical difficulties, people. Don't worry. Brownsburg to hold it down. Help out with the stream, y'all, whenever I can. You heard. You know what I'm saying? Still in the building. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Support Made the Alchemist. You heard. In the building, man. It's time to talk about these fem cells and incels. You heard. They be like, yo, ain't no such things as fem cells. Yes, it is. There's definitely such a thing as fem cells. It's just the fact of the matter that they say fem cells can't I forgot this. It was the most dumbest reason why they told me fem cells can't exist. I said that's not true. They definitely do. That's BS.
Okay, Bronze, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bronze,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
man, I could hear you just fine. This question was good with your settings. What are you pressing on there? I'm still here, by the way. I just want to know you
Brownsburg, can you
good.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? That's the thing.
Hmm. That is so strange.
Yeah, I see. You hear the
Can't hear
bubble?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bronze, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I can. CAN. I can hear you just well.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Let's go to the stream. What happened with your settings? Jesus
Brownsburg.
Christ.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
Can't
you.
hear me. Okay, I'm at the end
I
stream.
can. CAN. You good?